looking really good with the bat, especially the three openers scoring a half century. The three openers in the sense that Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul, of course, have been the first priority openers, as Virat Kohli said before the England game. But even Ishan Kishan, how can you just ignore that sort of an innings? I mean, how tough it must be to say to Ishan Kishan with a straight face, buddy, I know you hit really good that day, but you're not going to be in the 11.
I don't know. I would have played Ishan Kishan.
I mean, the choice, the choice is between Ishan Kishan and Surya Kumar Yadav, on current form, I am afraid Sky will not make it. I think Ishan should get the priority. And today also, I have seen Ishan keeping for the entire game. I mean, entire innings. So I think they are preparing him.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing is, we by now probably know that Hardik is unlikely to bowl because Kohli and others are trying to bowl. So,
well, that was something. That really was something today. He was swinging the ball as if he was bowling in Cardiff.
Kohli took a wicket before bowling a ball in T20 internationals. His first wicket was a stumping of a wide
ball. Yeah, it was 2012, I guess.
Basically, you can say he took a wicket with his 0th ball.
I mean, even Jimmy Anderson would be impressed.
But I mean, looking forward to the Pakistan game, I think India needs a 6 bowling option. But who will be that? It is, I think, considering the team is Pakistan, they will not play an extra seamer, extra pace spinner. So probably they will pick Shardul.
Yeah,
along with the usual pace bowling attack.
So I think they will they may also decide that depending on due.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big factor. And Sandeepan, you mentioned that yourself. It's quite cold out there the nights, as you said. The temperature sort of differs drastically from what it is in the afternoon to what it is in the evening, and we've seen the effect in IPL as well. So it probably should be a big factor in deciding that. But let's talk about the general composition of the squad. I mean, we look at things such as the mood around the camp and all of that looks really good. How about the balance of this team? Looks like a really strong squad. You have players in each department who can do the job. You have a nice bit of depth as well. And with Shardul Thakur now in the 15, that's sort of an issue where you wanted another pacer in the squad has also been rectified. And with his current form, you can expect quite a lot from him. But your observations from the balance of this squad going into this World Cup?
I mean, with Hardik Pandya not bowling, the balance, of course, has shifted a little bit. But Shardul is a good option. Shardul is a good option to have. Yeah. We have seen that in the recent past that he can make things happen. And he's no mug with the bat. So, and this Indian team has depth in batting lineup. I mean, so basically, and of course, in any day, Shardul, I think Shardul is a better bowler than Hardik. So, I think considering the fact that Duke can play a part in the second half of the game, and considering that we are playing Pakistan in the first game, I think India will probably pick more pacers than spinner, at least going for the Pakistan game. Probably, but the things can change against New Zealand. And also, at the start of the tournament, the wickets will be good. But as we go forward in the tournament, we might see chasing can be a problem, like what happened at Sharjah during IPL, right? So that things can happen. But at least at the start of the tournament, chasing should be both captains should like to chase under these conditions, especially in these on these night games.
Yeah. And see, Shardul, regarding Shardul, not what was it, about 10 days ago? The Indian team mentor sent Shardul to bat at number 4 during a chase.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that Shardul is somewhere in the plans. The Indian captain is aware that that this man has scored the fastest 50 in the history of Oval, the oldest in the English Test round.
Yeah.
So I mean, Shardul,
I think India tried him to bowl in the death overs today also.
Yes, so he is part of the plans, and I mean,
probably
with Shardul, he will do things.
Yeah,
he will score, get you runs.
I mean, I think at this point, if you ask me honestly, at this point, I will probably pick Shardul ahead of Bhuvi also.
He is Lord.
I mean, with the I mean, this is where all of our cricket analysis experts have come down to Shardul Thakur.
How do you keep Lord out of this?
I mean, that's the only possible explanation for what he does. As Sandeepan said, as you said, he makes
purely from. See, in the Oval Test match, nothing was happening. He did not seem like taking a wicket, and then suddenly he bowls this awesome delivery out of nowhere, no preparation. There was nothing, in the build-up to that. He somehow produces a ball.
Yeah, he made it happen. Yeah. That's what he does.
I mean, India are down and out of a test match. They are losing wickets. And on the first day, he smashes the fastest 50 in the history of Oval. How he does that, I have no idea. As you said, the only explanation is he's Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, no. I'm just saying. Look at the IPL final. KKR were like looking at.
Yeah, he did that again. Yeah, his lordship, as you put it on Twitter. I remember your tweeting. How does his lordship do this again and again? But yes,
his mind works in mysterious ways. We don't understand.
That is the holy reference right there. And we are going to stop being the Shardul Thakur fan club for a while. We'll have to, because there are other players there as well. But one of the eye-catching points, and if these three gentlemen do click, they are going to be eye-catching indeed. It's going to be the trio of Hardik Pandya, Rishabh Pant, and Ravindra Jadeja down the order. And one of the tricky things for India here can be if they do want to go ahead with Virat Kohli and Suryakumar Yadav in a game, then essentially what happens is these three get to face less balls. And it might be those 2 or 3 deliveries that can decide the fate of the game. As we have seen in this format, we don't need to sort of put it again, but you'd want these players to face as many balls as possible, especially with players like Ravindra Jadeja and, what they're capable of doing right towards the end and in their current form.
Also, I mean, see, there are no more warm-up matches, but there are net sessions. I mean, Sandeepan will be visiting them. And see, on the morning of the match, it often happens that there are 2-3 contenders, and one of them looks in exceptional form in the nets on the morning of the match. There are 2-3 contenders very close. So the team management will choose one of them, and one of them does very well in the nets. He's middling everything. You have one of those days, and that person gets picked. It often happens.